between these two is hardly anything you can put your hands on at this time. I did not support the defined benefits. I was the only commissioner that didn't on the last vote for it. I think that the plan that we have is perfectly a good retirement plan. If an employee wants to, they can put 8% of their salary into this plan. The county will match it, and they can have 16, and then go back. We're already putting 4% into the retirement plan for every member that comes on board the county. In addition to that, the county employee can put 8%, and the board will match 4%, which gives you 16% that you can save under this plan. It's unheard of, I think, in most places. The best plan that might have for this is keep the 4% going, let an employee put 4%, the county matches 2%, and you've heard all your life, save 10% of your money. Our employees could save 10% of their money, of their salary, by putting in 4%. So this is a great plan to have. The only objection I have to the defined benefits package, if it stays like it is forever, it might not be too bad. They can always be tinkered with. The employee has to be there 5 years probation before they can start to stay with them. If they leave, they can't take it with them. If you leave under the present plan, you can take that with you. Whatever you've got in your savings, you can carry it with you in the 401k. And I just particularly like that plan. It's nothing, I think, drastically with the defined benefits. I don't like them. I know some of the companies have done away with them. And like Shirley's bank, she retired from SunTrust Bank, and they did away with theirs about a year or so ago. So it's just a matter of choice. My choice is to stay where we are, and I think it's great. So I did not vote for the defined benefits package.
Simplify, the difference between the two is what we currently have with a defined contribution plan. The employee determines how much of their salary they want to put aside, just like you do in your private 401k. In Fayette County's case, the county has a quite generous matching program and matches a portion of what the employee puts aside for their own retirement. The employee owns their own account. When the employee, if and when the employee leaves the employment of the county, they take their money with them, their account. The county taxpayers have no further obligation. The other side of that on the defined benefits plan is the way it is sketched out right now. The employee will put a smaller amount of their pay aside, and the county taxpayers will be on the hook for the tab for their retirement for the rest of their life, which is the main reason why I oppose it. This is the type of plan that is bankrupting companies across the United States. It's bankrupting cities. It's bankrupting counties. Just take a look at what's happened to the city of Atlanta. Their $140 million shortfall is in large part caused by the amount of money that they have to put into their retirement plan for their employees. And to ask the taxpayers of this county who don't have these kind of retirement benefits, in many cases have lost these kind of retirement benefits, I think is unconscionable. I don't support it, never have, and I never will. And to go a little farther here, to exactly define the plan for Fayette County, you can't do it because there is no plan right now. They've gone ahead and passed a resolution saying that they're going to change the plan from a defined contribution plan to a hybrid plan, defined benefit, defined contribution, and there is no plan. So a little difficult for us to evaluate and vote on.
I think for
I had the opportunity to go down and receive a CD, which is the audio portion of the December 5th minutes. And when you listen to those minutes and you get to the part to where the motion was brought forth, it's in 3 parts. The motion is to reestablish and change from a defined contribution to a defined hybrid / defined contribution employee retirement program. So I read it, I looked at it, and the vote was 4 people voted for it and 1 person voted against it. That 1 person voting against it was Peter Pfeifer.
the ship in one thing that Bob said. He was correct in what he said about December meeting. The December meeting was a fact-finding meeting, so to speak. I voted for that because anytime we need to do a study to get more information about any subject, I will vote to do the study. Peter did not vote to do the study. We had another meeting about 2 months ago or a month and a half ago on the finalizing of this program. I did not vote for that. I was the only person not to vote for that. Now, Peter's got some reason he wants to explain how he voted, but he can't. But he said then that he was not going to, he voted for that because he wanted to be close to it and watch it and see what goes on. That's in the minutes, and we do have minutes. So that just want to make that part straight. I did say I didn't vote for it. I didn't want to hear that I was telling a lie because he said I voted against it. I voted to go do the study, and I'll do that, but they don't think it needs to be studied.
Okay.
But I didn't have to go all over the world to find out enough about it.
All right, and since you did mention it by name, Peter, if you care to respond.
Yes, I would. This is interesting. The December 5th meeting, for which no accurate, in my opinion, written minutes exist because of the way the commissioners have changed the way the minutes are taken. You have to go to the audio CD, which I did. The motion that was made was, shall the county change its defined contribution plan to a hybrid defined benefit, defined contribution plan, and that a plan be developed that would be put into place by July 1st, which we're approaching, and that a committee be appointed to monitor the progress of the employment plan over time and report back every 6 months or something like that. That was the motion. There was a whole lot of discussion about what did the motion really mean. But nobody changed the wording of the motion. And the wording is, shall the county change its retirement plan? I voted against it because I don't believe that we should change the retirement plan. The meeting Commissioner Frady is referring to, the topic was, should we develop the plan that they currently have? Should we go out and get somebody to actually begin to develop a plan so we can see what was included in it? I voted for that, and the reason I gave was I am against defined benefit plan. I believe that it's going to pass, and if it's going to pass, I thought we should have the best plan that we could have, and you couldn't even do that unless you have someone write down what the plan is going to be. I learned a lesson. I'll never vote for anything that has the words defined and benefit in it ever again because of the misinterpretation. I am totally from the, like I said, the December 5th meeting when this first thing was first passed to now against that change. And I will, like I said, I will never vote for anything else